And I think I just need to make sure... Whoop, that's loud. That's very loud. It narrows it down to 99,999 options. Hey, Dragoon. Good to see ya. It's been some time. Just a second. Apparently, even though I told it to pull this up, it is not listening to me. Hang on a second. This may be kind of loud. Let me just try this again. And... there you go. Alright. So now... let me turn the volume down. Ooh, it's loud. It does narrow it down to 99, a lot of options, but if you check the description, you'll see that tonight we're playing Airye's Action. Let me turn the audio up so you guys can hear. And the thing about this is whenever I switch out of this window, it puts it on pause, so we may get some weird audio pauses if I switch tools. But you guys should be able to hear it. There we go. What do you guys think? Is the game audio too loud? I didn't have a chance to pre-balance it, so I'm trying to get it adjusted. There we go. It's still too loud? Okay, let me just crank it down a bit. There we go. That should keep it within a manageable range, but you guys tell me if it's still too loud. This game is from 2013, and I think it was originally released for Flash, so you know, it's one of those games where like they had a really loud thing. You can hear me? Okay, let me turn it down just a little more so I'm not competing with the game. Alright, there we go. What do you guys think? Is that a pretty good audio? Pretty good audio balance? It is a new game, Shiny. Tonight we're playing Airye's Action, which is a game that promises to troll its players so hard that it makes Mario Maker look like novice work. I know how much you guys all enjoy seeing me suffer at a certain point, and after all of this time we've spent away from Mario Maker, I thought, you know, why not play a game specifically designed to make my life harder? So that's the title. That's why you get the title of tonight's stream. It's a bit of a joke because we all know I'm not actually that patient, but that's the idea. Is we're going to play a game that tests my patience, and we'll see if this game can make me crack. But I don't know. I feel good about my odds. I feel like I'll be able to hold it together. So yeah, I've rearranged a few things. Obviously, the game's not sized like your standard Switch title, so everything's a little moved around, and you guys are taking up more space than usual today, which is cool. So be sure to cheer me on, because I do anticipate that we're going to have quite a few deaths. So yeah, thanks, Diamond. Do you prefer to be called Wise Dragoon here on Twitch, or Luke, or... well, you can't be called Luke. We've already got a Luke. And I will definitely get confused if I have to keep calling out all these Lukes. But, it's cool to have you here. Thanks for making the jump from here to YouTube. Pleasure to see ya. So, I think we'll just dive right into the game. You're going to hear the audio cut out for a hot second. We're going to go with Dragoon. Okay. I'm going to hear the audio cut out for just a second while I do a quick stats check to make sure everything looks kosher. And, alright, here we go. So this is played with a keyboard, which is something that I don't do very often anymore. Alright, now let's just now, I'm going to do this real quick because I did get as far as... when I was testing the game to make sure I knew how to play, I very briefly dove into the section of the hub world, and I want you guys to, like, get as close to a fresh start as I can, so... I was going to say, I think I pushed the right button. Yeah, okay. So, got my pickup key, my movement keys, and my select keys. Let's do this. Alright. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to resize the window without messing things up here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. Get movement. Airye's lovely melon that she was so looking forward to eating has been stolen by a troll. Let's go get it back. Okay. Alright. Whoa! Well, that could have gone better. Alright, let's see here. Ha! Fake it out. Alright. So this is version 1.02, which makes me think there's been some revision. Alright, guide to the stage goal. The flags are save points. Seems straightforward. Now, this game is designed specifically to make my life harder, so I gotta be real conscientious about where I go, because I'm pretty sure nothing can be trusted. Oh, okay. Whoops. Well, it's a good thing it's one of those games with unlimited lives. Alright, let's see. We'll just bounce on these bird Goomba thing. That could have gone better. Alright, let's dive over here. Oh. Alright, Jello, slow down. There's no timer. Don't know why I'm in such a hurry for. Alright, so... Up. Whoa. Up, okay. Okay, so there was a trap here. We remember that. So, wait for the sprinkler to say it says, take... Oh, come on! I still got hit by the piranha plant things. Whoa! Okay, there we go. Alright. Whoa. Go up. And, alright, there we go. Did you try using the pickup button? Which button is the pickup button? Oh, okay. It's the C key. She cannot jump and walk while, she cannot jump and move at the same time while holding something. Oh, I see. She can. I just gotta let go of the pickup key. There we go. Alright, alright. Okay, you know something bad's about to happen. Oh, hey, we got the checkpoint. Alright, alright. Area can enter vases by pressing down while on top of a vase. Entering a vase teleports area to where? Go in to find out. Oh. Well, that could have gone better. Okay, so obviously the vase is not the correct answer. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey! Oh gosh, okay. Alright, I think we're okay. I wonder if these gems are worth catching. Oh! I guess not. Copy that. Alright, no gems for us. Oh! And I avoided it the first time, no less. Oh my gosh. Alright, alright. We're doing fine. This is fine. Alright, that's better. So, we know not to even bother going up there. Come on. There we go. I knew some little dude was going to pop out. Okay, there's our second flag. Ugh. Whew. Alright. A Kaizo I think this is the Kaizo version. Okay, there's no Kaizo block there, though. Okay, these look dangerous to me, so let's just go over them. Hi, can I bounce on you? I can, okay. Use the pickup button to use bad guys and sprinklers. You just might find this useful. Okay. Is he following me? Nope, he's going right. Whoa, whoa! Hi! Okay. Hey guys, we can't go up there. Just a heads up. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, he's like a Boo Diddley. He looks at he'll follow you. So can we go this way? All right, all right. Oh, okay. The water is deadly. We're just learning this. Good to see you, Duskfy. We are in the process of getting trolled. Okay, so we just cannot... Could you not follow me? Yeah, go ahead. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, so we can't take the water. Oh, frog! Hey, there's the flag. Oh, I just blew up the flag. Whoa! Guys, I blew up the flag. This is Ares Action, a 2013 game that was developed as a spiritual successor, if you will, to the infamous Sayabon Action, more frequently known as Cat Mario. It's actually got some of the same developers involved. I've never played Cat Mario, but I am officially... Okay, I'm not supposed to do that either. So I thought I'd give it a try and see if I could beat this game without dying 387 times. We're off to a bad start. Okay, let the frog go on by. Okay, so you can't jump on top of the bomb. Hold the bomb and die instantly. Okay. Well, we gotta figure out how to prevent that block from blowing us up. Any tips, chat? Nice throw, Seacrest. Oh, frog! That frog keeps faking me out, even though I know it's there. That's true. There's no need for that, is there? Ow. I wonder if I can jump over the flagpole. Let's try getting over the flagpole. Okay, frog? I can't get over the flagpole either. Okay, so... Ah! Alright, I'm not sure what to do there yet. It said I could carry the fountain. You're right, it did say I could carry the sprinkler. I wonder if that's what I needed to do. Ah! Frog! Back off. Okay. Follow the flagpole. Nope! Okay, but I think we were onto something there, Luke. I think I have sticky fingers. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so let's go over this. Stinking flagpole? Flagpole. Okay. Go over the flagpole with the fountain. Or I could just... Well, that's not what I was trying to do. That seems reasonable, Tux, but I'm not sure how to get it over there yet. Okay, I knew that would happen, and I did it anyway. Jump over using the fountain, and then carry the frog. I finally died to the frog. I avoided it so many times, and then it finally happened. Alright. Froggo, let Froggo do his thing. Jump over using the fountain and carry the bomb. How do I do that? Ow. Okay, let the frog go by. Okay, I didn't quite mean to do that, but okay. Land between the grass. and the flag. Then pick up the bomb. But if the spike ball drops on me while I'm holding the bomb, I die anyway. Because then the bomb just blows up on me. So that doesn't quite work either. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I see it. Okay. There we go. Hey guys, we beat it! Level 1! And it only took 47 attempts. Hey, let me in. Whoa! Could die on the map, I guess. Alright, we're in. Alright, let's... Whoa! Ho! Guys! Whew! Okay, you know... Nope! Oh, God, no! Okay, well, I guess I should have seen that one coming. In a world where everything is trying to kill you, why would this be the exception? Okay. Let's just avoid her. Oh. I knew that was gonna happen. And I did it anyway. Jello, will you never learn? Nope. I wasn't even trying to do that. Oof. You gotta really be careful where you stand around this joint. Okay. Alright. That was fine. Whoa! Okay. Alright. We're learning. Sort of. We're sort of learning. Okay. Alright. With every death, we gain a little more knowledge as to how we beat this game. Okay. Gotta bait out the spikes. There we go. Okay, there's the... Alright, we got to the save point. Oops. Okay. No, that's not it. Okay, so I gotta be careful about how I... Okay, there we go. Jump. Oh, come on! You jumped into me to make me die? Rude. Maybe if we just let him fall. Oh, he doesn't fall. I wonder how we get past him. Oh, man. Even a slight jump doesn't do the trick. Oh, you know what? There we go. Get out of here. There we go. That's better. What the? Hey, guys, there's a piranha plant there. Out of here. Eat it. Oh. Of course. Of course. Okay, well, that works, I guess. Okay, bait those out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it happened again! Okay, throw the chicken. Avoid the piranha plants. Bait out the spikes. Jump on top of the bird. And forget what I learned the first time, apparently. Hey! Hey, we knew what we were getting ourselves into, right? Oh. Hey, at least when you go into the game, you're expecting this to happen. So it's less rage-inducing than, like, I really need to stop talking, don't I? Get away. Well, that's the great news, Deskfy. You get to watch me play it, and you don't ever have to. And I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. So I can actually get past this portion of the level. Alright, bait out the spikes. Grab the chicken and get rid of... And died throwing the chicken directly on top of myself, which was something I did not even realize I could do. Big brain moves. Thank you, C-Press. I do appreciate your, okay. Can I jump on here? No. No, I can't. I appreciate your, assessment of my intelligence. Okay, let's try this. Jump over this. Okay. Okay, so we know that the spikes will come back a second time. Ah, come on! That's just mean! Alright, alright. Get you out of here. Oh, pfft. Forgot about that one. Okay, throw you. Jump over. Die to the spikes. Jello! Jello! You gotta learn things! This only works if you learn. Son of a nutcracker. Okay. Okay, I'm not saying any more words until I make progress. There we go. Alright, we got to the checkpoint. Oh. Ah. I said I wouldn't talk until we got to the checkpoint. We got to the checkpoint. Now, there's that... Thank you, C-Press. There's that Kaizo block you were all wondering about earlier. That Kaizo block you wanted to know about earlier there, Dragoon. Oh, man. Okay, well, this is a big mushroom. Okay, you just know these spikes will try to kill me as soon as I get close. Or I could just roast myself. That works, too. Oh, gosh. Oh, that was great. Totally unexpected, but great. Okay, over! And, nope, that's not it. How do I get up there? No, that's not it. Okay, obviously I'm missing something here. Oh, you know what I bet it is? There we go. There's the mushroom I actually need. And there it goes. I don't suppose it's coming back. It's not coming back. Well, hey, at least you all get to watch me, and you don't have to play it yourselves. Right? Alright, that works. Okay, I just know this dude's deathly, so let's not go anywhere near him. Oh, no, get me out of here! Oh, come on! She got stuck on the block. How does that even happen? Alright. Okay, so we know not to touch that one. No, really, don't! Okay, so it's completely sticky. You can't even come close to it. Is basically what we've learned. It's a good thing I only paid $2.75 for this. I think anything other than that would be a problem. Okay, so my hitbox isn't actually big enough. Alright, I just know something's gonna happen when I try to get to the flag. There it is. Oh my... Okay, I think, guys, bear with me here. I think I remember seeing this. So we need this one, but we also need this one. Okay, so... So what I need to do is I need to land that green mushroom right where she throws that spike ball. That's what we need to do. Happy to be of service, C-Press. Happy to be of service. Oh, I wasn't trying to jump on it. Wrong button. Wrong button. Well, I feel like this has been an accurate portrayal of like my week. Actually, you know what? That's not entirely true, or maybe even fair. It's been a busy week, but it hasn't been a terrible week. There's been lots of good things that happened. I got a new computer today, and my new gaming chair just arrived. Oh, well, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped. I think I have to time it. And that is actually a challenge, because Aryu's throw is a little bit janky. Masochistic charms. That's one way to put it, Tux. Hey, what are you saying about me? Okay. That's not what I was hoping to do. So where do I gotta stand to throw that? I haven't quite figured that out yet, obviously. Okay. No! Wasn't trying to jump! The problem is the X, the C, and the X button and the up arrow both jump, but the C key is the only one that picks up and throws things. So I gotta be really conscientious about what I push. Okay, there we go. Right? Okay, this guy won't hurt me. He goes right over my head. Too bad I can't hit her with a thing, right? I did it to myself again. Alright. Boy, it's a good thing death is a slap on the wrist in this game. Oh, okay. There we go. Nope! That's not right either. Ah! No. Could have called this game Kaizo Traps. Kaizo Traps, the ensemble. Alright. Come on. Let this be the one. Okay. That's harder than it looks. That is legitimately more difficult than it looks. Okay. If it's not obvious, by the way, this game can be played with something other than a keyboard, but there's really no reason to. Okay. Alright, any suggestions, chat? Do you think it's just my timing? Do you think I just need to throw it earlier? Maybe that's what it is. It's hard to say for sure. But I feel like that might be it. Because we can get through this part, you know, reliably enough. I'm still not sure. Celeste, this isn't. No, I don't think it's my timing. So what am I supposed to do? Well, I thought about that, Tux, but then I end up hitting... I'll try it again, but last time I did that, I ended up hitting the mushroom myself and getting sprung off into the wild blue yonder. I should say wild purple yonder, since this is not blue. I'm waiting too long to throw it. Alright. Well, let me see what happens if I throw it sooner. These guys are all pretty easy to miss. Yeah. I see what you're saying, but do you guys see how if it's anywhere near the flagpole, I automatically die to it as well? I wonder what I might be missing. Like, I'm sure this is really... I'm sure the solution is really simple. Oh, I wonder. Nope, that ain't it. Okay, so maybe what I need to do... Maybe what I need to do is... See, that didn't quite do it. I'm trying to think what I could be missing here. Because obviously, we can't take the purple one with us. Even if we could, I don't think it would help. Like, I throw it right away and that still doesn't quite work. So what am I missing? Alright, let's see here. Maybe if I mean, if I could get this mushroom over there, that would be easy, but... Or it'd be easier, I feel like, because this one's more of a liability. You think maybe I just need to try to go fast? Like, I gotta see if I can get to the flagpole thing faster than she throws it? Maybe that's what it is? Ah! There we go. I should have carried the mushroom with me. Got it. I'm makes sense. Okay, let's do it. We got the boss level now. Boy, he looks rude. Sorry, but I won't let you pass. If you want to get past me, you'll have to beat me first. Okay. Oh, hi, spikes. Okay, this actually looks like... This looks like it requires legitimate effort. Ah! Oh, boy. Oh, come on. Hit him already. It's not that hard. There we go. Oh, hi. Oh, oh, oh! Ah! Okay, alright. Well, he's got an attack pattern. And it's actually not the most complex pattern, so... There we go. See, that's not so bad. It would be nice... I was going to say it would be nice if I would find the right button on my keyboard. Got it. Okay, that's one. Ah! Almost had it. Oh. I guess I mistimed that last one. I was gonna say, but you still only get one hit, Tux. Oh my gosh. Where's this thing even coming up with these spike balls anyway? Knockoff spike. Okay, that's one. Ah! That's harder to avoid than it looks. Ah! Push the button to pick things up, Jello! Ah. Alright, there we go. Oh. Forgot, I don't have any... There are no intangibility frames. Okay, but I can jump on top of him, I just can't jump into him. Okay, alright. Ah, we were doing so well for a second there. The first stage is pretty easy as long as you're not, you know, an impatient klutz. And then it just gets ridiculous. Ah! How was I supposed to avoid that? Okay, alright. Grab this. Hit him in the head. Get out of his way. Get shaken up a little bit. Jump directly into the spike trap that I just got past a split second ago. Okay. Well, that was a lousy throw. There we go. Alright. Nope. Didn't jump in time. Come on. There we go. Okay, that's the first one. Oh my gosh, that pattern's hard. And it's not hard because, like, it would be a hard pattern to avoid normally. It's hard because she has really floaty controls. Which, you know, is by design. The idea was to make my life difficult, so I'm not surprised, but this is actually more challenging than I thought it would be. Considering it's... I'm gonna need a new keyboard. Okay. Oh, missed. There we go. Hey, does anyone else notice that orb looks exactly like the logo for 3D Pinball? Okay, there we go. Oh gosh. Ah! Okay. Ah. Oh, hey, this works. So I wasn't gonna deal with that. Oh. And then he turns around and flambés me. Alright, we gotta start the boss over. Isn't his name Croco? Oh, it's Croco. That seems appropriate. He looks like a Croco. There we go. Okay. There we go. Good. Alright, let him throw his thing. Oh, I wasn't trying to do that. Okay. Alright, and I can't interact with the controls anymore, so... we won! Hey! We did it! Whew! Alright, it's time to... oh no. Guys, it's an underwater level. It's an underwater level. It's an underwater level, guys. What have I done to deserve this? Okay. I'm sure it'll just be the height of platforming game design. This will be like just brilliant. Okay. Swimming is pretty straightforward. You just use the arrow keys. Okay. Whoa! Okay, I didn't swim that many times. Okay. So guys, there's currents. The currents are invisible, but they are there. And the fish are deadly. Ow. That looked like it hurt. Duskfy, I don't feel like you support me in my decisions. Ah! I thought we were gonna make it through there too. Oh well. Okay. Okay, so we remember there's a fish there. Okay. I don't feel like the on-off switch is a good idea. As I say, I bet we can just break through this. Hey, there's our first checkpoint. Oh, come on! That was rude! That was unnecessary. That's what that was. Okay. Alright, so that thing apparently will go around the other direction just to intercept and kill you. Good to know. Alright. As long as you're fast, it's not a problem. We got the first checkpoint. Ow! Alright. I know it's gonna look like I'm a total klutz, but I swear these currents are actually contributing very heavily to my lack of control. And they're invisible, so you can't see them. So you're just gonna have to take my word that they exist. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah, farmer, whoa. Okay. You can sometimes read the water currents by how the fish are moving. If you can't move forward, try something else. See? I told you guys, I'm not just making this stuff up. Okay, I just know those spikes are gonna try to kill me. Let's oh. Okay. Can I go over? No, can't go over. Ah! Duskfy, I still feel like you're not supporting me in my decisions here. Ow! Nice throw, Shiny. Hey, Bubs, welcome to the... Thanks for the raid. Welcome to the party. You're just in time to watch me suffer through this game's water level, of which I hope there's only one. Go. And we died by a fish. Let's see, maybe if I do... No! Swim down! Swim down! Swim down! Swim down! Swim! Oh gosh! Okay. Alright. Okay. It was a good thought. It was a good thought, Luke, but no. No, I cannot go over the top of the screen. I do appreciate the raid, Bubs. It's a pleasure to see you. Can I get somebody to shout out, Bubs? Oh my gosh, I don't think I can go through that curtain. Curtain? I can't go through that current. The game of Die 100. Is that a billion? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like 10 million times because we hate you. I mean, I only paid $2.50, so I mean, you know. You guys get to watch me suffer, and it only cost me $2.75, so you know. It's not Mario Maker, but it sure makes you think of Mario Maker. Although this game actually precedes Mario Maker by 2 years. The first one, I mean. Okay, so how do I get over? No, I can't do it that. And the fish. The fish! Doggone stinking fish. And I forgot to compensate for the spikes there. Can you tell? So if it's not obvious to all you raiders and all you cool people out there, this game is designed specifically to make your life difficult by messing with your controls, throwing complete nonsense at you with very little to no warning, and essentially just making it very hard to get through much of anything. I don't think I can get out of there. I'm not sure if I just need to mash the keyboard to get out of there, or if it's just... Mash! Nope. Guys, I don't think I can get through there. So what am I supposed to do? Can I go up this way? No? No, the curt... Even when I'm mashing, it doesn't let me go up any higher than that, so that's not gonna work. Of course, now I've tempted the fish, so I know the fish is gonna dive right into my gut. Oh, or I could just swim in the spikes. That works too. Xenoblade 3, huh? I'm still waiting for the pre-orders, or at least the orders, to be opened up for Klonoa! Oh, come on, you came back? That's just rude. Okay, so how do I get over? If you can't move forward, try somewhere else. Can you go into the top left when near the green block? No, it doesn't look like it. You know, the music is pretty cool. The music is pretty chill. I like the music. Do you think maybe I'm just not mashing fast enough? Like, I need to double mash? No, I don't think so, because this is me mashing on both keys. And it's not working. If you cannot move forward, try something else. But what else can I try? Oh. Hey guys, we figured it out. Alright, I just know these spikes are gonna troll me. Which one of you is gonna move? Go on. I'm waiting. No? Not interested? I might have misunderstood your suggestion then. Alright. Whoa! Okay. Hey guys, that current is really strong there too. Ow. Ow. Well, you know, the cool thing about... Okay, we're just gonna wait for that. There we go. Okay. Go over this way. The fish are actually a little more erratic than I would expect them to be. Case in point. I mean, I can tell that each one of them is planning on killing me, but it's actually a little hard to figure out exactly when they're gonna try it. Of course, it doesn't help that I'm a very clumsy swimmer. Okay. Alright, maybe I just need to take it slower. Okay. The music for the water level is actually really chill. Like, I really like this one music. Can I go up over the top? No, I cannot. Oh! Okay, well, we almost had the checkpoint. Wow, those spikes follow you for quite a while. Darn fish. So how's everybody doing tonight? Ow. Y'all doing good? Everybody taking care of themselves out there? It has been yet another hectic week. I said earlier it's been a decent week, and that's... I guess that's kind of true, but it's definitely been a hectic week. Okay. I don't suppose they would let me go through this trick a second time. It'd be nice if I could get rid of the get rid of this fish. I saw you playing through it, and I reiterate, you are so much better at those games than I could even fathom being. I'm not sure how to get through that portion yet. I guess I can get through that portion with relative ease, though. Yeah, every time I see you play that, I'm just like, see, this is proof that the games aren't actually at all bad. I'm just really terrible at Sonic titles. You should be you should be proud. Like, the level of achievement, that's pretty impressive. Okay. Ah! Darn fish. Here we go again. Oh, your next Sonic game is 06, huh? You know, I once considered playing Sonic 06, and then I realized I'd have to get an Xbox for that, and I don't want to buy another Xbox. Like, I've already got one Xbox console in my life, and it's not at my home, which is why I can't play the game on it. But yeah, no thanks. I'm good. Whoa! Oh gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, I wasn't... Guys, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I can't get out of there! Sonic 06 would be mildly easier than this game. It does seem we are both committed to torturing ourselves, doesn't it? Although, to be honest, I saw somebody else play this game in a... What the flip? Hey guys, I figured it out. I don't... Okay. I guess I was supposed to go over. Sure. That works. Okay, how do I get through here? just know this is dead. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. The curt. Oh my gosh! Go, 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 go! Get me out of here. How did I avoid all that other stuff? Okay, it can't be this easy. It can't. It's the frog! Ah, the stinking frog! No! Okay, well, it's a checkpoint at least. Get out of here. Okay, I know he's, as I say, I know he's gonna come back. I just know it. We made it, guys. We beat the water level, and it only took, like, 47 lives. That was wild. Alright. Stage 5 with... Oh my gosh. That was rude! You guys... Okay, well... I had to fall for that at least once. Okay. Get rid of the stinking chicken. Okay. Use him to go up. Ah! That was just a bad jump. But yeah, that's a good question. It was sure an experience, wasn't it, Bubs? Ugh. Woo! Oh, great. I detonated myself in the process. Ah! Oh. Rude! Okay, get rid of the chicken. Jump on top of the box, bro. I don't think we've done that one yet. Alright, here we go. Nope. Wasn't trying to do that. I don't think I can make this jump! Oh, hey, what do you know? We made it! Where's the... Oh my gosh. Let's say, where's the rest of the platforms? Oh, there they are. That keeps happening. Okay. You know, this gal really has the wrong attire for this kind of adventuring work that she's doing, I gotta say. Oh, don't jump on top of the bomb. I already know what happens if I do that. Oh, no. No. Well, that could have gone better. It feels like I want to be the guy, but more fair. I mean, that's probably true. I've never played I Want to Be the Guy. I don't plan on playing I Want to Be the Guy, because I know that I'm not capable of that level of, like, precision. But I have seen other people compare this game to I Want to Be the Guy. Are you sure, Tux? I've already gotten her killed, like... Oh my gosh, that bomb is harder to blow up than it looks. Hey, I think that might be the closest I've come to actually getting heated. Honestly, the game is like... the Super Beer... Yeah. It's not one of those games which loans itself to like... Oh, you totally want to do that again. You know what I mean? But then again, I'm not sure this counts as that either. You know, I know what you meant, Tux, but I was obligated to make the joke. You understand. We all know that being in any video game where I'm in control is automatically not healthy for you. Unless you're, in Animal Crossing. That's basically the only time you want to be Jello's playable character. Okay, so... That is a lot harder than it looks. You can blow yourself up, you can get blown up. There we go again. This isn't... I feel like this isn't even supposed to be a difficult portion of the level. How do I keep doing that? Aren't you all glad I spent $2.75 on this title so none of the rest of you would have to play this experience? You're welcome. Have a good one, Bubs. Thanks for joining. Pleasure to have you, as always. And thank you for the raid. You know, Tux, I feel like you and Duskfee have, oh no. I waited for the last platform. Oh, man. How many times have I died to that one now, do you think? Okay. Alright, here we go. Jump on top of the Box Brothers here. How do I keep doing that? Oh, oh. That's unfortunate. Okay. Okay, well that's my fault. Anyone else notice that they're... Oh gosh. Oh. Anyone else notice there's not as many Kaizo blocks as you'd expect in a game like this? Which, I mean, honestly, that's good, probably, because I've already died to the same traps 1,000 times. But still. Okay. Don't tell me I can't. Why is this bomb excavation section so hard for me? This is actually more difficult than just the whole... okay, well, I asked for that one. The whole rest of the course. Okay. Okay. Just... Come on, man. There we go. Alright guys, we got to the checkpoint. It only took 12 years. Her little idle, her little idle animation's kind of cute. But you'd think she'd be a little more stressed looking considering how much we're putting her through. Also, is that an imaginary jump rope? I think it's an imaginary jump rope. I give up on everything. What was that for? I didn't do anything to you. Okay, I deserved that one, though. Okay, we're gonna wait for that plant to just fall. Okay, I don't like the look of this bird dude. He gives me Charge and Chuck vibes. What? Did not expect that one, gotta be honest with you. Oh, come on. I thought I was gonna clear him. Oh, well. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe if I... Oh, that's an interesting looking animation. There we go. Okay, so... How are we supposed to... Maybe if we just go up? I'm not sure how I was supposed to handle that. Whoops. Could have done that. Could have done that a little more smoothly. So what do you guys think? Should Mario Maker start sweating? Go fast. Oh! Okay, well, I had kind of the right idea. Okay, so there's just no way to get past that thing. I have to wait for it to walk by. There we go. Alright. Look out for this chicken-looking dude. Okay, go fast. Okay, I think we're good. I don't see any more Kaizo blocks. Ugh! Okay, what do you think I'm supposed to do here? Oh, wait a minute. I have an idea. I think I see it. I think I see it. Okay, I almost had it. Almost. Alright, guys, we know what we need to do. We can do this. Would you? Like the worst piranha plant of all time. Alright, let this guy go on through. Go fast. Jump over. Jump over. Grab this cuckoo-looking bird. And fall. And fall. I don't think that last part is actually supposed to happen. Yeah, there's no way to clear that jump. I thought there was, but you cannot clear that jump. You literally are forced to wait for this thing every single time. It does feel a little mean, doesn't it? Like, come on, really? Oh boy, okay. Alright. Grab the chicken. So, you gotta be really careful about this timing. How am I supposed to... If that block is only... I forgot that one attacks you. Come on. We don't have time for you! So let's just let that part of the floor drop out. Just jump to the right while it's in the air. I mean, that makes sense. Just... There we go. Good thinking, Tux. Okay, that was relatively troll-free. Ow. Okay, we're just good. Hey, it's the flag. Ah! You turkey! Did you guys see that guy? Oh, okay. Well, that time I kind of deserved it. Alright, come on. What do you guys think? So far, do I deserve my reputation for being able to keep chill? You took the flagpole out. think I needed that. The jukes. Okay, so I gotta get rid of this guy somehow. Hey! Hey! Okay, I got to take that dude out. There's no question about that in my mind. We gotta take him out somehow. So maybe what I need to do is I need to get the bomb. And then just get right up at his Cheerios. Well, it would help if I could actually throw faster than he can run. Alright, let's try that again. Whoa. Must you do this? Good. Okay. Can I just have the flag? That's a no. That's a no, folks. I cannot just have the flag. Okay, but I think we're right on the right page. We do need to get rid of this Joker. And I think the easiest way to do that is to bomb him. I'm gonna guess the mushroom is supposed to catch me so I go over the top of that area where I would die. But I gotta blow him up before I can get to it, don't I? Like, he has to go away first. I mean, that sounds simple in concept. So blow him up and then get the mushroom. I mean, that makes sense, but how do I get to the mushroom? That's the part I have not yet figured out. Throw the bomb so it makes a pit for him to fall into? Oh, so I shouldn't be throwing it at him at all. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Apparently I shouldn't have fallen from there yet. Okay. Okay. Wait, though, that still gives us a problem. And the problem is it doesn't give me access to the mushroom on the way back. It doesn't give me access to the mushroom on the way back, and I need the mushroom. I wasn't even trying to land there. Okay. Oh, what if I do this? There we go. Oh! She didn't jump! We had the perfect setup and she didn't jump. Ah! Oh! Alright. Nice throw. Okay. Okay, this time I just gotta not blow the jump. Look at us go! Oh, man. Look at us go, guys. We've already gotten through, like, how many stages? We can be proud of ourselves, I think. Alright, let's see. What's next? Stage 6. He looks rude. I thought for a while you might give up and not make it here. Now let's fight. Was what I was going to say, but I can't beat up a fairy, so let's have a race instead. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. This seems... I just had to open my mouth. Oh, come on! How was I supposed to avoid that? Okay, well, that's my own fault. Okay, I deserved that. I should have just turned around. Oh my gosh. Ah! Hey guys, they come back. Oh. I guess he kills you too, so you can't get too close to him. I think it's, you know, it's a good thing he moves as... It's a good thing he moves as slow as he does, because otherwise this race would be nearly impossible. Is what I was going to say, except the developers went out of their way to make sure that it would still be as hard as possible. Okay, so... The dying sound is going on. Sorry, Duskby. I don't understand how I'm supposed to get through that spot. What did I do differently the first time that I made it? Did I not try to squeeze? I must not have tried to squeeze through that spot. So what I'm hearing, Duskby, is this isn't on your list of games that you must play sometime in the future. That's what I'm hearing. Really? How am I supposed to get through that? What did I do right the first time that I have not done since? Well, hey, at least you can say that you've seen what it looks like. I legitimately don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't have any other options. I can't turn around either. Or is that what I'm... Wait, maybe I can turn around? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Oh, okay. I'll just cheese it that way. Alright. Okay, I got it. I gotta cheese it. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Half of this game's whole strategy seems to be cheesing everything. Okay, they sped up. They sped up. That choice of emoji... That choice of emoji is perfect, C-Press. Okay, well... See, the hardest part is you gotta memorize everything you did each time. It's like some kind of messed up game of concentration. I couldn't get out of the way of those in time. I should have pushed up. Also, whatever that floating craft that she has is, it's kind of cool. Wish I had more time to look at it. But I'm in a race, and the game is trying to kill me constantly. Bummer. Gotta be honest, guys. I'm having more entertainment watching you guys react to me than I am actually playing this game. Aw, phooey. Now let's see Games Done Quick try this title out. Okay. So we know that the second match... Oh, come on. I was going to say we know that the second match has them speed up on you, but... Okay, I've been able to reliably get past that spike a few times, so I'm actually not sure what's up with that. Oh, pfft. Gosh darn hitbox. I can see why this wasn't... I can kind of see why this game wasn't given any nominations for Game of the Year, though. You know, I mean, I try not to be harsh. I try not to, like... I try not to, like, bash developers for their efforts, you know what I mean? But I can kind of see how this might not be considered a masterpiece by today's standards. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we finally got far enough for the music to... Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Ah. Give me the flag, give me the flag, give me the flag. Don't you troll me anymore! Oh my gosh. Hey guys, we did it! It was pretty cool music, I have to agree with you there, C-Press. Okay. Is this the ice level? That's a nice level. Wow. That was a lot of chickens. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a skill-based game, but it requires some level of skill, for sure. Ooh, that's a bomb. Jump mushrooms can be used to double jump. Oh, okay. I do think it's kind of funny that the game is now deciding that I need another tutorial. That doggone frog! It's always the frog! Why is it always the frog? Ah! Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Unfair Mario levels. I was gonna say, what do you think, chat? Is this an improvement over ow. Is this an improvement over Mario Maker? I wasn't trying to do that, but sure, we'll go with it. I don't feel like I quite mastered this double jump thing you're talking about. Well, that was not it. Pro tip, that's not what I'm supposed to do. A while since we've actually used this mushroom for much of anything, so... Okay, just don't... Can I push the frozen bird on the water? Good thinking, Tux. But no. No, I can't. Although, evidently, I can. I wonder. Oh. Well, I kind of need that mushroom, apparently. I mean, I thought I couldn't pick up the iced dudes, but maybe. I need you to pick this up, then. Thank you. Oh, there he goes. Ooh, there we go. Oh, no. I made the jump and then I didn't make the jump. I made it and then I didn't. I deserved that one. I knew that was going to happen and I still did not compensate. There we go. That's right, Froggo. You didn't catch me this time. What do you think about that? Stinking goober. That's right. That's right. There we go. There we go. Booyah! Alright. Oh, okay, this turns the water into ice for like 1/13 of a second. Not sure I quite get what I'm supposed to do yet. Oh, just go very quickly. Got it. The disrespect. Okay. Okay, well that I understand how that happened. I think this game's saving grace is that you can learn from your mistakes. Granted, you may learn immediately how to die another, even fancier way, but you can learn from your mistakes. I see what you're thinking, Tux, but I gotta clear the spikes first. I think what I need to do is I need to not chicken out. Or dive directly into the ice water. That's probably a good idea. There we go. I fell for the spikes the second time. This is on your hate list, Duskby. Does this fall into the it's just bad category for you? Hey, at least we can all agree. At least we can all agree that under the circumstances, I am doing pretty well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to brag, but I think I deserve a little bit of credit. Just a little. Not for that jump, though. I think beating this game is like, it's like a badge of honor. Like, congratulations, you're officially a chill gamer now. Oh, I broke it. I broke it, guys. I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. Oh. Okay, I knew that was gonna happen, so I gotta commit. But not like that. Jello! There we go. Alright. I'm not even gonna bother with the gems. I can't imagine a universe where that works out okay for me. Okay, let's grab the chickens. I knew that. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it, and I did it anyway. Oh, no, I needed you. I needed you. Well, Philly. Tux, do you even see a way for me to get up there? No. No, you don't. That would be impossible. Nay, it would be more than impossible. It would be ridiculous. Ridiculous. Just absolutely not gonna happen. Are you serious? No! Yeah. I don't think I could. Even if I could make that, even if I could pull that off with Aries' absolutely pitiful throw, because there's no other word for what this kind of throw is. Even if I could pull that off, I don't think it would matter. Speaking of things that don't matter, we're now on, like, life, death, number 187. This is a lot more precise than... I keep underestimating the distance I need to go. Well, that's new. Haven't died by diving directly into the chicken's face before. Okay. We got it! Alright, this guy just looks like a problem. Okay. Don't do that. Or that. Can I just avoid him altogether? Well, that's new. Okay, so you gotta go, you gotta jump. And then you gotta... Cool boy, commit. Alright. I don't feel like I should trust her. I was right. I shouldn't have. Okay, what am I forgetting? Anyone else? Anyone else got that death tune permanently fused to their skull? You're welcome. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I feel like this is not it. Yeah, that wasn't it. That was definitely not it. But I figured somebody would ask me eventually, so... Jello! That was the worst way to do that. You're calmly cross-stitching? I'm over here suffering and you're cross-stitching? You gotta be really precise with those jumps. I like... That's actually a lot more precise than it looks like it should be. Keyboard control. How do I keep missing this dude? I don't think I can throw it in there, Tux. I don't feel like that was right. Oh. Okay, I think we might have figured it out. I think we might have figured it out. I really gotta stop dying that way. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to break this block open, because that'll get the throwing gal. I need to get her to... I need to... Even if I do land on her, apparently it still hurts. I think I've died more to this one jump than almost anything else. I think you're right. Okay, so now I need to make her grab me. Or I gotta try to get her to grab me all the way on this side. Huh? Wait, what did I do wrong? Well, I know what I did wrong that time. This jump is actually more challenging than anything else in the level so far. If that's not obvious. Come on! That's not that... That shouldn't even be that hard. Alright. So, what am I supposed to do now? I just saw the flag, guys. I think I saw for a split second. I think I had a moment of clarity. Gosh, that is a convoluted solution, though, if I'm seeing that correctly. So, she picks me up, I pick the chicken up, I throw the chicken, I bounce off the chicken. That's not, yeah, okay. I think I get it, but it's not easy. We did see the flag. For one brief moment. Really? I mashed the C button and you just ignored me. I feel disrespected personally. And for the record, if you don't get that jump exactly, the game will kill you. Like, there's actually very little margin for error here, which is probably what makes it the most irritating portion of the stage. Okay. Okay. Alright. So I gotta try to get this thing to catch me. I gotta be honest with you guys. Either I'm doing this wrong or I don't fully understand the instructions. I'm not sure what it is yet. I mean, it's obvious that this gal is needed in some way, right? She doesn't walk off the side, does she? You can't take more than one step on that thing, otherwise you die instantly. But you do have to take... Actually, you can't take more than a step and a half. Alright. So, what's the plan here? I like that idea, Tux, but if the chicken hits the spikes, it dies too. Okay, that time she just didn't pick it up, even though I told her to. Alright, let's think this through. So, this gal will toss us, and then inevitably she'll throw us to our deaths, unless we can figure out how to get a double jump off that chicken. How do we get a double jump off the chicken, though? That's not it. See, the problem is she throws the bird immediately. Boy, that's really precise. I can. But it'll die to the spikes. That's what I'm saying. It dies to the spikes immediately. Maybe I've misinterpreted what I'm being asked to do. It hasn't before, but I'll try. Nope. Nope, that doesn't work. This portion here, this little section here, is actually more frustrating than the end portion because it's so precise. There was no reason for them to make it this precise. Alright. Because you get such floaty controls. It doesn't. It just pitches me off into the wild blue yonder. You might be onto something, Tux. So I knew it'd be another chicken. There's a platform down there. Ah! Mean! Okay, I meant to grab it, but nope. Didn't grab it. Just died instead. This poor fisherman has had his day ruined how many times? Yeah, it's nice of her to just grab me. That's convenient. Oh, come on. That was just rude. I can hear Duskfy going, Jello says that as if this whole game's design isn't inherently rude. Duskfy's not saying it, but it's what they're thinking. So... Huh? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that snowman portion yet. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. 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 I knew that couldn't end well. I was like, ah, that's obviously schmuck bait. See, Tux, the gems don't matter. They spell nothing but pain and misery. That momentum is challenging. It's too bad the music starts over every time. 'Cause I actually kind of like it. What's the catch, indeed? I'm not sure what I'm missing here. I mean, this part we can do reliably well enough. But I can't get over the top of the flagpole. That chicken just slides right through the ground there. Okay. I'm not sure I understand what you mean there, Tux. So... Because as soon as she hits the... Yeah, as soon as she hits the flagpole, she immediately stops and falls. Because I thought, oh, you know, maybe I can use the chicken to get around it, but that doesn't seem to do the trick either. Okay, well, I knew that was a bad jump, so that was expected. Unfortunate, but expected. I'm gonna strain my fingers here, people. All one of them on both sides. Okay. I'm about one step away from trying to look up how somebody else did this. Do you guys have any other ideas? Because I'm beginning to feel like... Never mind. Oh, a boss fortress. Which leads to another boss fortress? Huh. Okay, well, before we go too much further, guys, I'm gonna put you all on a break. I gotta grab a drink of water. I'll be right back. I hope y'all are proud of me. Ah, boy. I was thinking about my life choices. And I think we can start off by saying, that I need to play different games. This is what happens when I deviate from my schedule, see? This is what happens. Alright, let's pick up where we left off. Thank you all. Thank you all for sticking with me. Oh my goodness. You know, I don't know how many levels this game has, but wouldn't it be satisfying if we could just finish it all in one go? That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that just be amazing? I did not mean to do that, but that would just make me feel so chipper. You know what I'm saying? All right. This whole game is 35 megs, by the way. And it shows. All right, let's do this. Whoa. Hi there, bomb. You can die on the world map. Okay, writing hints is a hassle. No more hints. This stage is easier than the final stage. Take your time? Well, that's a new way to die. Okay, apparently it throws... Ow. All this for a melon? I'd like some popcorn. Okay, well, I saw those coming. Still couldn't get out of the way, though. That's what the game's plotline says is going on. She's trying to recover a stolen melon. How am I supposed to avoid that? That's harder to avoid than it looks. Also, this music is going to get pretty difficult to listen to. I can almost hear one of you going, Jello, for our sanity's sake, dub this over with something else. But if I don't know. Maybe that's just my imagination, but that's what I feel like I'm hearing. Oh my goodness. Things I do for you people. Okay, so we know those spikes will try to kill us immediately. There's no way to get out of there. Am I supposed to just, like... Well, that's not right. Obviously, that's not right. So how do I avoid those spikes? Oh, that was mean. That was mean. What was I supposed to do there? The horn line followed by the harp. I legitimately don't know what to do there. I haven't figured it out yet. Boy, just this first chunk is a challenge. What do you think the game means by take your time? Seriously, what do you think that means? Take your time? That's too exact. There's got to be something to that, right? Right? Why would it say that if that didn't mean something? But how am I supposed to take it? Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the music, C-Press. I legitimately don't know how to do that. You want to hear it with real instruments? That would be nice. What was it? What was I supposed to do about that? Okay, I guess I should have seen that one coming. Those are not easy to avoid. What? Okay, well, I feel like we made progress. Everything else about the level. I mean, they did kind of promise that, didn't they? Still, this tune is super darn repetitive. Okay. That is really hard to avoid. If I'm honest with you, that's really hard. Okay, well, that's my own fault. Didn't even trigger the spikes that time. Okay. Ah, boy. How do I... Okay, so gotta do this. That's really tough. That's really tough. Like, you gotta be really, it's a really precise, it's actually a really precise jump, which, considering that the game hasn't historically required as much skill as it has just severe amounts of patience. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know how much more I can take of this particular track. I wasn't ready to grab the bomb. It's okay though, I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting better. Maybe. Maybe not. Kind of. Sort of. If you squint, maybe. She did not pick it up. I think she's supposed to, but she didn't. Okay, that's me. I forgot to underscore that jump. Oh, man. That is not easy. I walked right into that. This is why you play. This is why you play. That's fair, C-Press. Sometimes I think maybe I should do that too. Sometimes I think, you know, I would enjoy video games more if I stopped intentionally picking out really bad ones. We could be playing Mystery Dungeon, or Mario Party. We could do all sorts of things. We could be playing Smash, or Animal Crossing, or all these incredible games that I own and worked really hard to get. But no. No, we're doing this instead. For the record, this game usually retails for $5 on Steam. I bought it at half off, and I still feel like I might have been overcharged. That is a lot. That jump. The fact that it requires such precision makes it a real challenge to deal with. Because of the momentum. She doesn't turn very well. I mean, she turns better than some platforming games I've played, but she still doesn't turn very well. She definitely doesn't turn on a dime by any stretch of the imagination. It's really hard to avoid that. Okay. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do once I get to that point. Oh. If I had been more patient, that wouldn't have been a problem. Ow. So, I think I mentioned this, but this game is considered a spiritual sequel to Saiyaban Action, or Cat Mario. You might have noticed by the fact that the title of this game is Aries Action. So, you know, action in both cases. I don't know what else this developer's made. And I don't know how many levels are in this game, actually. I know we're on stage 8. I can only hope there's not too many more. Okay, I'm gonna let that thing fall because I do not want to feel like I'm fighting with it. Guys, I don't know how to get to that checkpoint. I don't know how to proceed once I get to that point. I can't grab the bomb midair. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm starting to get a little worn out. If any of you knows a hint, I would take it right about now. Gotta be more conscientious. Well, yeah, I know that, C-Press, but that doesn't really, But that's exactly why I haven't been able to use it. Oh, that's hard to avoid. It's really hard. Well, that time I just whiffed on the jump. Okay. I'm actually thinking of looking up a playthrough for this part. Does anybody have any advice for me before I try that? Is that a no? Alright. Well, I guess I'll try it on my own. Hang on, the music's about to go. The music's about to go gone. How do I have the patience? Hey, I told you guys that this whole session we were going to be testing my quote-unquote legendary patience. It's up to you. It's up to you, chat, to decide whether or not it actually deserves that title. Like, if I deserve to be called a legendarily patient individual or not. Alright, let's see. Air ye action stage 8. I'm not gonna go any further than I have to, but I'm so lost at this point that I need some kind of hint for what I should do. So give me just a second. Here, hold on. Let me show you guys what I'm up to. I did not expect that to be what you had to do. Hey, Amy. I don't know. Could you call this Kaizo? I guess you could call it Kaizo. Except it's less about skill and more about patience, I think, than anything else. Alright, so we know now we have to catch the bomb mid-air. And I blew it. I blew it! Okay, well, we know what we gotta do. We know what we gotta do. Now we just gotta execute it. We know what we gotta do, we just gotta execute it. We got this. We got this, chat. Maybe. Might take a few more deaths. That is... that is not the easiest thing to do. It's not a Troll Mario Maker level, it's more like just a whole game of this stuff. Just a whole game of this nonsense. Ooh, oh, okay. I don't know about the hitbox on that one. Okay. I waited too long. I knew what was going to happen, and I just couldn't commit to making my... Couldn't commit. Could not commit. I should have, I gotta commit to going. Once I go, I can't. Excuse me? Anyways. Flippity flabbity flindy fling. Ziggle zoggle zing zong. Oh, come on. Then I got hit by the stinking plant. I think the worst way to die in this game so far is the piranha plants. Death by modesty. What a way to go. Okay, well, that wasn't even on purpose. The Fantastic Me Fox? Is that an expansion pack from Utopia? That's just poor songwriting. That's just poor game development. At least this game makes no secret of the fact that it is designed to make your life as difficult as possible. I keep dying to the first two sets of spikes. This is a jump that I really don't feel like I should be struggling with at this point. And yet... Those things are rude. Hey, you just threw a fox at me. Okay, alright. She didn't grab it. She didn't grab it. I pushed the button and she did nothing. It's so hard to catch. I'm so distracted, I'm not even noticing you guys pitching stuff at my head. Why isn't she grabbing it? Ah, it's so precise. This music... By the way, I don't want to be a contrarian, C-Press, but I personally can't stand this music. As far as video game music goes, this is very low on the list of things I enjoy listening to. Of course, that could have something to do with the fact that it keeps starting over. Okay. she doesn't grab it. She just won't grab it, guys. She's refusing to grab it. Not tonight, Clax. To be honest, I think it's going to be a stretch for me to have the patience to put up with the rest of this game, but I'm trying to beat it all in one go. Obviously, it is not going as well as I would have hoped. Ow. Error 404, skill not found. Just get over there. I just want so badly to be done with this portion of the level, I can't even describe, like, how much I would love to be done with this part. Oh my gosh. We did it. We did it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that... I'm sorry. Wow. Wow. Just... Wow. Wow-wee. Wowa. Wowza. Wowzy. Wowzers. Just... Whoo! Alright. Anyways. Onwards. Alright, I know this block is gonna kill me. You gotta admire my ability to know exactly what's gonna happen. And to fall for it anyway. Okay, well, that was just me being a klutz. I'm not even mad. Like, I'm not even mad because I finally got to the checkpoint, and that's really all that matters. So I knew there'd be. Oh, that was disrespect. Y'all see that? What kind of nonsense? Okay. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there. But we'll figure it out. That's not it, though. Okay, it was worth a shot. I didn't know if the chicken could get me there or not, so I thought I would try it. But the answer is no, it does not. Do you think I'm supposed to, like... I'm not even sure how I died just now. Do you think I'm supposed to, like, Well, so much for that hitbox. I wondered if the other block would be something I could go through, but they all immediately shatter upon contact. Okay, there must be some more obvious way to get out of here. I was trying to go back, but obviously that didn't happen. What the... Well, I was going to try that. Oh, no, you don't, you son of a gun. Okay, it looks like the answer to your question is probably. But I have to be really quick about it. And I also have to not get so close that I manage to trigger its activation box before I've actually put the second block up. Like I did twice in a row just now. Ow! Duskfy, don't you think I'm suffering enough? My bad decisions. Hey, I'm doing this for you guys. She won't jump. Once I jumped on it, once I got onto the platform, she refused to jump. I can't tell, to be honest, I can't tell if the challenge is... I can't tell if the challenge is solely from her, from the game's level design, or the fact that she has the floatiest controls I ever did see. This gal jumps like Sonic the Hedgehog. She won't jump. Once I get onto that platform, she refuses to jump. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but... Well, that wasn't it. You gotta do several of those full jumps for this to work. Hey, actually got away with that. Yeah, I'm not kidding, guys. She actually becomes incapable of jumping once I walk onto that portion. I don't know if there's something about... I forgot about that for a second. I don't know if there's something about the magnetism of the level or what, or of the platform or what, but she becomes incapable of jumping, which means there must be some other way. So I figured I'd let that guy come through with his little problem. Okay, so maybe I just need to go straight for that next block. She can't jump that high. She can't jump that high. So what am I missing? Okay, if I had committed to that, I think I might have made it. Yeah, I was really hoping I could shortcut that, but I can't. Okay, I can't shortcut it. I'm gonna stop trying. Okay. I'm wondering if there's like a Kaizo somewhere in here. Just walk off the second block? Oh. You mean next time. Okay. There's another flag. Alright, what's the catch? Found the catch. The bear can walk across it, but I can't. It's okay, though. I think I've learned. I think I've learned what I need to do now. Maybe. I almost thought well... Okay, so I need to get the bear to walk onto those blocks and then jump on his head. That's what I... That's what I have to do. Thought I was, I guess I wasn't quick enough. Okay. If it's not abundantly clear, the bear trick is actually pretty challenging. My favorite emote. Hey, I won't object to Yoshi's in the chat. I won't object to Yoshi's in the chat. Just for that, Nora, you have to buy... Just for that, Nora, you have to buy everybody gift subs now. Just for that, you have to buy everybody gift subs. It's either that or I time you out. Which is it gonna be? Gift subs or a timeout? What's it gonna be? Alright, we got... Oh, who cares? So we got to the checkpoint and died immediately, but we got to the checkpoint. Alright. Okay, so that just immediately kills you. Which means there must be a Kaizo block or something. You'll never take me alive. Hey Luke, you want to time Nora out for me? Okay, so I have to make that... I get it. I gotta jump through there. That's not so bad. I'm gonna say that seems like it was a little too easy. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Okay, I just know I'm gonna die here. Okay, well, that's one way to go. Ouch. Honestly, not how I expected to die, though. I forgot about that for 1/15 of a second, clearly. Okay. I didn't even know I could fall down there. Okay, I must need to... Maybe I need to stand on the very edge. Maybe I need to stand on the very edge. Maybe that's what I need to do. I'm not kidding you, Nora. I'm not kidding. Okay, so that's where I needed to stand. That's where I needed to stand. I just... blew the jump. Alright, let's see. Aren't you guys glad this isn't a super expert run level? There we go. See, I just know there's like a manillion. Really? Really? The sheer disrespect! Alright, what's the tip? You can pick up blue-colored ghosts, and there's a bonus stage in the vase ahead of here. I don't feel like that's true. I feel like this is gonna kill me. Welcome to the flower bonus stage. Wow. Wow. Okay. Sure. I didn't push the right button for picking things up. Hey, guess who forgot and then remembered halfway through the jump that you can't stand on that platform at all? That's right, Miss Meloetta. Excuse me while I bang my head. Ow. That's the effect of me being impatient, I guess. Okay. Well, she didn't pick him up like I told her to. Somehow I keep forgetting I can't go there. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But that wasn't it. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but I might have to do another walkthrough. Because I don't know. The diamonds up until this point have been not only superfluous, but also pretty much a guaranteed way to die. I thought I hit the pickup button, but I guess not. Oh, there we go again. Trying trying to remember what I could be missing. Besides a sense of timing. Hit the pot with the ghosts. I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. It's contingent upon her actually picking it up when I tell her to, though. Also, if it's not obvious, I have forgotten like 40 times now that I can't go there. The ghost doesn't do anything. I can, but it doesn't do anything when I do. There's nothing to do here. Any other ideas? Well, now we know we can't ride the ghosts. They die too. I wonder if that's... I can't imagine the diamond is actually worth getting, but we're gonna see what happens when we try to get up there, just to be safe. If she's willing. She can't go up there. Alright, Chad, I give up. I'm sorry, but I need to know what I'm missing. Got it. Okay. It is about as asinine a solution as you can think of. But now I know what it is. I don't know if I was ever going to figure that out. So. In the game's defense, it does give you a reasonably useful clue considering what kind of game this is. But I still don't think I was going to figure it out. We can try that again. Ah, I died to the hint block. I don't think I've done that yet. Okay. So, if it's not clear what I'm trying to do, the wall on the far right can be jumped over, but only if you use the ghosts to help you get there. And if it's not obvious, that can actually be a bit of a challenge. Well, good night, Nora. Have a good night. Rest well. Catch you next time. You gotta be really cautious. That's rough. Ooh, I actually managed to trigger the spikes without getting killed by them. That's a surprise. There we go. Guys, I don't know if I have time to beat this. I'm not doing anything, just so we're clear. Who are you? What? Huh? Okay. What? Oh, that's a problem. Well, that's a problem. How am I supposed... I know I have 1 HP, so... How do I... That ain't it. I did not expect this to turn into an RPG. Well, it doesn't help that he always attacks me first. Okay. What? What am I supposed to do about this? Okay, well, it was worth a shot. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. I don't feel like I'm doing this right. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do? I've noticed I have 1 HP. That's all I've had the whole game. Okay, what is this person's approach? Huh. Okay. So I might be on the right track so far. Okay. It seems like Artie always throws the same stuff. Like in the same order. You guys know what I mean? Okay. So I am supposed to hide. Let's see if this works. I think so far we are onto something. I think. Anyone else wonder what Finto Flare even is? Yeah, it looks like this boss battle is designed to play out the same way regardless. Okay, there we go. You got 1 EXP, which is worthless. Okay, guys, here we go. Where does this take us? You won't get out, but I put up this wall just in case. You won't get past without cheating. Well, that's not it. Didn't mean to do that. Ow. Oh. Okay, that... How do I get up the rest of the way? I'm not sure I quite understand how I'm supposed to get up the rest of the way. Not supposed to do that. I wonder. Yeah, it looks like I have to clip through. I don't think I can... Unless... I don't... Kind of? I can't really stand on the ball. It kind of seems that whatever I'm holding will get pushed through with me. Oh. There we go. Checkpoint would be nice, but I guess I'm not getting that. Well, I take it back. I did get a checkpoint. Okay. Go on. How am I supposed to avoid that? Is that what I'm supposed to do, is just go really fast? I wonder. You're right. Good thought. So what I need, I need to get over there, get the bird, and then go back. Oh, well. Didn't push the right button again. She won't push. She would not pick him up, even though I told her to. Really? I think you got the right idea, Luke. I'm just obviously struggling a bit with this execution. She chucks it directly into her own head, and I'm not sure what to do about that yet. Maybe I need to worry about my timing. Of course. Of course. There's nowhere safe to stand, Luke. That's kind of what I'm demonstrating here, is there's nowhere safe to stand. So, I'm not sure... Yeah, exactly. There's no way to throw it without it dropping it on my head, because she's kind of a doofus. Good thinking. Of course, I still blew the order of operations, so I gotta try again, but I see what you're saying. Thank you. Good thinking. Give me just a second, guys. I got somebody dialing me. Please excuse me for just a second. Hello? Good. I'm running late, aren't I? Okay. Can you give me a second? Alright, guys. I'm gonna put you on hold. I'll be right back. sorry about that. Let me just pop the game back up, and we're good to go. Alright, I think we're good. Whew. Does that bring us to the next checkpoint, you think? Okay, well, there wasn't a lot we could do about that now, was there? Ah, well, we were doing okay. We almost had it. Do you guys see that? Almost. Okay, well, I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, compared to the rest of the game, that does feel a lot less brutal. Ow. Okay. I don't know if I need to hit that switch. The fish is a pain. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I do like how it puts a little spike there, just like, okay, I know you messed it up. Go ahead, try again. Alright, alright. Ow. Hey, I thought I jumped over those. Oh, that felt cheap. There we go. Sometimes not being able to see the ground is a good thing. I don't feel like it is right now. Huh? Oh, this could be a problem. What do you think, C-Press? Is it still good music? I don't get how that one doesn't zap you. It's kind of funny to me. Alright, we made it. What? Okay. Well, you can't say I didn't try. Okay, good to know. They don't want me to cheese it. Okay, I think I see what I gotta... I think I see what I gotta do there. I just need to work on my execution a little bit. I think. Okay. It doesn't help. That doesn't quite seem to work. So what am I doing wrong? Is it my timing? It's probably my timing. There we go. Oh, that was rude. I have my doubts. But maybe this is it. Let's find out. You don't have wings. Too bad, so sad. This is goodbye. Oh, it's this guy again. Wow, now we've got a jet. What? I thought we just beat him up. Oh boy, is it a... Okay, suddenly the controls are super... Okay. He respects my power. Good to know. The armor does nothing for me. But I can hold down the button to try to beat her up. Oh boy, it's bullet hell, and I have 1 hit point, and I gotta start over every time. That could be a problem. Pretty background, though. I obviously haven't figured out that one yet. I didn't turn off the game audio. Oh, did I? Maybe I did turn off the game. You know what? I turned off desktop audio. That's my fault. Sorry. Thanks for catching that. That should fix it. The music's actually not that epic considering. I'm just holding down the fire button. Oh. Well, I was doing okay for a little while there. All this work for a melon. I feel like there's other things I could do. Other ways to compensate for a stolen watermelon. Including, but not limited to, buying another one. Hey guys, remember when I played Cat Girl without salad? And we all agreed that Jello needs to work on learning to dodge and shoot 'em up side scrollers? Well, I guess this is my practice. Well, I was doing okay. Yeah, Flash takes me back. Oh, I ran right into that. I need to be careful. I know I get a higher firing rate, but I don't when I get up close, but obviously the risks kind of outweigh the rewards. She doesn't really travel diagonally all that well, is something I'm learning too. I don't know why, but your the little blaster doesn't actually make any noise. Also, this is supposed to be a troll, but it doesn't look very much like one. Actually looks more like a fairy than my fairy does. Bummer. I bet you that's what was going on. Why am I the only character in this game with 1 HP? Also, I'm impressed at how much different elemental magic she seems to know. Considering that, you know, I'm apparently equipped with none. You know, the boss fight's actually kind of interesting. It's just I'm not doing too hot. See what I did there? That's true. Maybe that's my special power. I've managed to stack overflow the the boundaries of mortality. So no matter how much of a beating I take, I keep coming back. I guess that works as far as a special power goes. Alright, I need to stop talking and, like, actually do this. Hey, Deskfy. I just died again. That's how it goes. Music's kind of interesting, though. Ugh. Alright, I really am struggling at dodging here. I feel like we're just throwing snowballs at her at this point. Ah. Darn. Darny darn darn darn. game is continuing its long-standing tradition of giving everyone but me lots of HP. We had a little RPG section earlier, too, which had only one correct solution, so, you know. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. How? Grr. It'd be nice if there was an easy way to cheese this. Or a way to turn around and aim. That would work too. At least I don't have to push any buttons to fire. I can just mash the fire button. It's not easy to get around that stuff. Anyway, this is the troll, by the way, Dusky. This is the character that stole my melon. Person that is putting me through all this pain. Also, I feel like the rotating text around her actually might say something, but I don't have time to figure it out. Melon Lord? I feel like that's a reference that I don't quite get. Gosh. Ah, gosh. Ah, gosh. Ah, gosh. Ah, gosh. Holy Toledo. Flamina flim. Oh yeah, that Melon Lord. I'm sorry. I know what you're talking about. Okay, so the only way I was supposed to get through there, apparently, was to mash the button down. Yes, I remember now. It's been a little while since I watched it. Cut me some slack. Besides, you really want me to associate that show with anything that goes down in this game? So, you sure you want me drawing those comparisons? We've died almost 600 times. Not quite, but almost. Still legitimately not sure what this thing is saying. It's too bad I missed that cue earlier. I feel like if I had, we might have made it. Music sounds good though, right? Ah. I guess I didn't make it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Controls are a lot smoother, I will say, for this portion. It's a smoother shmup than it is platformer. The blue one is honestly the hardest to avoid if I'm not, like, looking out for it well in advance. You know what? I take it back. I think the orange one's the hardest. Ah. Why does she have to have so many HP? She's over here with like 12,000 HP and I'm like, one. I got one. You know how some people say that a good video game makes the player feel powerful? I feel like the only power fantasy I have at this point is actually completing the game. I also cannot believe I got away with that, to be honest with you. How am I supposed to avoid some of this stuff? Are you guys still with me? I'm like, at this point, am I actually accomplishing anything? Alright. Thank you, Luke. It's good to have the support of those who have suffered with me so far. Which is a not insignificant chunk of you. Because we all know this game has not been very merciful. Those are still really difficult to deal with. I think orange is more difficult to deal with, but... well, that was the furthest I've gotten so far. I think we can agree the music's pretty cool, though. I wish I had a bomb or something that was less useful than this pea shooter, or more useful than this pea shooter. But at least I have continuous fire, so I guess I can't complain too much, right? Come on. Dang it! She had one to go. One to go, and I still died. Oh boy. Okay. After this is over, guys, I think I'm gonna reward myself with a cheeseburger and fries. I think that's fair, don't you? Okay. I was too close. I couldn't be so close. Okay. I got cocky there. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Problem is, the more I do this, the more I feel like my coordination's getting off. Maybe that's just me. I was trying to go left and instead I went down. My fingers are... all two of them. They're gonna get so worn out by this exercise. Hey, are we done? We're done. I think we finished, guys. I think we're done. Sites that provided materials. We get to see like the whole cast. Oh, hey, it's the guy that throws spike balls. Wow. I don't know, guys. That may have been the toughest game I've ever played. Trying to think, have I ever played anything more difficult? I mean, I don't know, I guess I've played more difficult games. Well, she finally got her melon. Oh my gosh. 589 deaths. Hey, we didn't break 600. Maybe we should have done a poll prediction. Hey, I've tried Battletoads. I'm not touching that with a 27.5-foot pole. I know exactly what kind of nonsense Rare put out for that game. I'm not going anywhere near that. Oh my gosh. Well, what do you think, chat? Was it worth it? 600 lives for this still image of... Oh, what is my life? Oh my gosh. I wonder if I'm still within the threshold for returning a game to Steam. Oh my goodness. What a... Oh my gosh. Oh, why did I do that to myself? Why? Why? Why did I do that to myself? Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Well, you guys know the drill. That is a wrap, and oh my gosh, what a wrap to go with. I've had enough. I'm tired and I'm hungry, and I died 589 times to get a watermelon. And I think it's not even a watermelon. So I think that does the trick. I think that's... Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Good night, everybody. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you next time, and in the interim, stay safe and take care and try to make better choices than I do. Ciao for now. Oh my gosh, why did I do this?